Okay, the last thing I'm going to do in this catch-up series of tutorials is to show you how to create your own folder in RULDiscovery. This is useful because you can store sources and you can come back to them at a later time. But the thing to remember is that you always need to be signed in before you start a search. So let's first of all find out where the folder is. It says for RULDiscovery folder up here, but we're not signed in. So to get signed in, first of all click on Save Your Results. And I'm going to sign in here. If you haven't used it before, you'll need to create a new account, which is very easy. Just put any email in. It doesn't have to be the university email. Make sure you store your results. Store your password and username. So I'm going to put my username in here to sign in, because I've already created an account. Okay, I now know I'm signed in because it says my name up here, not Ollie, and it says sign in here. It also gives me the option to sign out if I want to. So now when we do our search on Airbnb, I do my search and I go down the results. On the right you'll see there are a series of blue folders, and by clicking the plus I can move that over to my own personal folder. You can see I've already made some subfolders within my personal folder, but for now I'm just going to put it into the main holding area, and you can see that it turns yellow to show that it's in your folder. If I want to access that later, then I go to RULDiscovery folder at the top, and this takes you to a sort of holding area. You can see I've got at the moment 4 different sources in my holding area. It's a good idea to tidy these up as you go along, otherwise you get pages and pages, and the most recently added source ends up at the bottom of all these pages. So let's imagine this is one that I've just added into this holding area. Now it's good practice to tidy that up by putting it into one of the folders I've already created. I've given myself a main folder here, Airbnb Pestle, and under that various subfolders. So let me remind myself what this one's about by going to the abstract, and this is talking about the company being popular. I need to read that at a later date to find out what that's about. Let me look at this one here. Okay, again this is a general one, so I can't find an obvious place to put it under my pestle. Let me look at this one. This article discusses the economic impact of housing and apartment rentals to the real estate industry in the US. So that's more obvious. I could put that under economic. So I'm going to now move that just by ticking this little box here. Tick, and then to the top, move to, and I'm going to put that under economic. And that will now have moved to this subfolder here, which I can expand. There are 2 articles in there. If I click on articles, I can see that it's now been moved there successfully. So that's really about it. You can just go back to your search at any time, and then as you're searching for articles, you can add them as you wish. Okay. One last thing: how did we create those subfolders? If I click on RULDiscovery folder again, just to take me back there, by clicking on New, I can create any folder I like. Let's imagine that I want a new subfolder under legal, the legal part of my pestle. So I might put regulation or regulatory framework, and I want to move that to my folder that already exists, which is legal, and I just do save, and then under legal I've already created one saying regulatory framework or regulations, so now I've got 2 folders more or less doing the same thing, but it's as simple as that really. and you can see that these are subfolders because they're slightly to the right of these existing subfolders. Okay, and that's about it.